just getting everything sorted out. Things are a bit of a mess right now. Give me 5 minutes. Hello? Hello? Is it working now? Okay, that's working. Ah! Oh my God, this looks horrible. Wow, that lighting is horrible. Woo. Where is my thingy to control the lights in here? This room is an absolute mess right now. You can't really see what's going on because it's all on camera. I can't even see what I'm seeing. What am I seeing? I don't even know if is the camera see me? Oh no, we're kind of okay. Hey, it's the basement. I know. Wait. Hey, the punch-in still works. Okay, guess who realized at about 9:30 this morning that the entire setup that I use for these giveaway streams, the community contest streams, guess who realized at like 9:30 this morning that my setup that I use for these streams, which for those curious is this one. Yeah, everything's broken. Everything is broken. 1 second here. Everything is broken. Main screen. You need to be that one. Okay. So that way when Discord is up and I could see you, you go here, you go there. There we go. There's community contest. There we go. Okay. So there's that. Jump to the top. There we go. I'm going to have to move me. No, not that. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Move me over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. There we go. There we go. Overhead. I don't have an overhead camera. There we go. Cool. Yeah, lighting's horrible right now. I'm sorry. This room is a complete and absolute... my mute doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. There it works. Okay, this room is a mess. I'm currently in the process of redoing this whole room down here. And part of that is I moved a bunch of stuff that was down here to the garage, including the desk or the toolbox that held my computer. So the entire streaming setup out here was completely dismantled. The monitors weren't hooked up. Because I got a arm now to hold the monitor, so I have an actual monitor arm instead of them resting on chairs like it was before. It was really scuffed. So I had to basically, like 9:30, I go, okay, time to do the stream. Wait a minute, my whole setup for doing this is out here, down here. We do these streams in the basement. I got to build a bench. I've got to assemble computer monitor stands. I've got to organize this room so it's not a complete mess because I had a pile of stuff on this desk. Because I'm reorganizing everything, and the prom is tomorrow. So yeah, it was a mad dash getting everything set up before stream, and obviously it's not all set up. I've got like a whole bunch of, I've got so many prints I gotta throw out, simply for the fact like, yeah, okay, it's doing the thing. 1 second, I gotta fix this. Why is the Stream Deck being the Stream Deck? Where are you plugged into? Oh, you don't like USB-B, that's why. Or USB 2.0. You want USB 3.0. That's why. Okay, come on, Stream Deck. Reboot. Reboot. Reboot, Stream Deck. Come on. Come on, Elgato Stream Deck. Quit Stream Deck. Okay. Reboot the Stream Deck. Okay, why isn't the Stream Deck working now? What is going on here, Stream Deck? You guys come here for this, right? You guys enjoy this, right? The scuffness. There we go. Okay, now you're back on. It was doing the thing where there was like a delay. There we go, no more delay. I am way overexposed. I'm gonna have to play with all my levels again. Remind me later. Okay, we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. Okay, okay. But yeah, I've got so many of these, like, I got a Balrog here. Look, it's a Balrog. It's really cool. I've got no need for it, and I've got nowhere to put it. So, like, so much stuff I'm just chucking right now. Like, Flexi Dragons. How many Flexi Dragons do you need? Garbage. A sock. Well, actually, okay, the sock I'm gonna keep. Sock I'll keep. this machine's broken. The rat rig's working, but yeah, it's the next couple weeks. If you want to know what we're going to be doing on Tuesdays for the next little while, I have got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 machines down right now. I have this machine is down with a broken wire. The LDO V2 is down with a broken wire. The Trident is up in printing, but yesterday it went down with a broken wire that I quickly patched because I've got a ton of stuff to print with it. And Tallboy is currently getting rebuilt with Nighthawk. So every Tuesday for the next like month, all we're going to be doing is just retrofitting machines with new controllers and CAN bus or USB tool heads. I've got 3 Leviathans now. This is a pre-production one, so this one's slightly different than the production ones I got in the garage. I need to figure out a tool head though. I've got Kraken CAN bus for Tallboy, Leviathan Nighthawk for this guy and the other V2, and then this guy is going to get the prototype Leviathan, but I need to figure out a tool head board for it. I do have an SHT36 or something, and I think the newer ones can work over USB, so I kind of want to use that. CAN bus is annoying. I want to avoid CAN bus as much as possible. What percentage of filament gets wasted on any given project? A lot. I try to minimize it as much as, what the? This is what I'm dealing with. I've got, this is what happens when hobbies collide. Okay, so we've got a 1911 single stack spring. We got a Remington 1100 magazine spring, and then I've got a SATA cable that's somehow wrapped to it, because this was all in a drawer that just kind of piled up. Like, you need a hammer, a reloading hammer. Like, oh my god, this is a mess. This is a mess. I don't have any secondary cameras in here, so if I hit any of the secondary cameras, I have nothing, because they're all torn apart. So anyways, let's start off this community contest with something that has nothing to do with that. This finished printing this morning. So if you know what this is for, that's what the machines are currently doing. And this is damn near solid. This is 6 walls, 45% infill, 5 top, 5 bottom. That part is solid. Actually, I probably could use that as a Nerf spring. I probably could use this as a Nerf spring. Oh no, it's the OD is too small. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay. Whew. Okay, let me just make sure everything is set up now. Let me just go through all my settings here. Okay, monetization's on, live chat's on. That's that, that's that. I put the notification in the Discord. Let me put a tweet out. Today's scuffed. I'm sorry. Today is right scuffed. I got chocolate in my Delta. There's chocolate in my Delta. Please tell me everything's still logged in. Okay, everything's logged in at least. It's also, before I went live, the reason I'm late, you want to know why I'm late? I couldn't find the wireless USB dongle for my mouse. I have no idea where it went. I thought I was using it in the computer that I used for the build for the stream or the video yesterday. No, I don't know where. I gotta find another dongle now or something. Okay. Okay, so let me why are we here? Why are we here? Okay, generally happens in community content. So what generally happens in the community contest? Okay, so let's actually get to work. Let's actually get to work. So what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Other than me being all over the place, spazzing out because I'm completely behind in everything. Who is that? Rubian, Rubian, I told you you had a month, and the contest close date was a known time and date. And I closed the channel for entries after the closing time and date. So I'm sorry, but if you weren't able to get it in time, that's on you. I'm sorry. I have to close the channel as soon as I go live for community challenges. For those that don't know, I'm on YouTube. I am a YouTuber. Part of that requires that I keep things kosher on stream, and part of that is not having a Discord channel open that anyone could post to while I'm live. I have to take precautions to prevent bad actors from doing things, and part of that is I can't have people posting stuff while I'm live. I'm now live, entries are closed. I'm sorry, Rubian. You had a month, and you had extra time too. So anyways, did LDO find a spindle VFT for 110 AC? They're still looking. It's funny, they didn't realize how much of an issue getting a 110 volt spindle would be for that kit until like relatively recently, because they've been, the Millennium Mill team, for those that don't know, is based in England. So a lot of them are UK bros. So a lot of them are used to everything's 220, which technically you want to be running your spindle at the highest voltage you can because it's more efficient. So the LDO kit I'm getting for my Milo build will have the 220 volt spindle. I'm just gonna have to put a 220 volt outlet in my garage. I am way overexposed. Am I like, I look like a Starian, right? Well, other than you know, a big beard and not being as handsome, but I'm like a Starian right now. I'm so pale. Am I pale? Am I this pale on your screen, or is it just my monitor is completely blown out, the one I use for OBS? Let me drag it over here. Whatever. Okay. Community contest time. Community contest time. Jump. Okay. Let me open up our super advanced software. So file, save as. Okay, so we got one. Healthy winter tan. Exactly. So we have two categories. So if you don't know what the community contest is, this is the community contest. So not every month, but we do like to hold occasional community contests on this channel, and they all have different themes. You have prizes to be won. You have Only Benchies merch. So either a hat or a t-shirt off of the Only Benchy merch store, which I'm hoping to get. For those wondering about the whole rebranding thing, I'm hoping to have everything done by Rocky Mountain Rep Fest. The plan is to gradually do it over the next like 3 to 4 months, and ease everyone into it. So that's why like the only change you've seen so far with channel branding is just it's Nero 3D, the Canuck creator. It isn't too intensive yet, but over the next couple months it'll just gradually switch over, and hopefully you won't even notice. But it's been going good so far. I haven't had any dings in terms of like loss of viewership or anything, so the rebranding so far is going okay. So there will be old merch will be leaving the store, and new merch will be coming into the store, new designs over the next couple months, as I phase out Nero 3D as the branding for the channel. So if you want merch, limited time, check it out, link in the description. But also you can win some with the community contest. So, and filament from Polymaker, which if you didn't enter and you still want to win filament, every stream we do give away a spool of Polymaker filament. I gotta move this. Where's my overlay? There's the overlay. Move me. There we go. So if you want to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance to win. Oh, that's why. This is the A5100. That's why. The A5100 doesn't crop as much as my A6000 series ones. So anyways, those are the prizes. We have 2 categories. Usually we like to do 2 to 3 categories, and the overall theme is show me what you got. It's a new year, new me, and we want to see what your best print or project of last year was. I did this in January because I didn't want last minute rushes. I wanted to see what you naturally of your own accord and volition printed last year. I don't want somebody, you know, pulling something amazing out of their butt last minute to enter. No, I wanted to see what you naturally printed last year of your own accord for your own devices and, you know, we're going to give away prizes based on that. So 2 categories. Category 1, by the way, if audio and everything's FE, just let me know, because I think everything should be the same, but I don't know for sure. Category 1, printed thing. What was your favorite print you did last year? Take a pic or a very short video of it and show it off. This category is meant to show 3D printed entries that are standalone. So while it's okay if the print is multiple parts, nothing electrical, painted, heavily post-processed, etc. So for example, you know, this little mermaid statue. This is, yes, it's multiple prints, but it's just a print. Another good example would be, I don't know. I think I threw it out. Yeah, whatever, this will do. This giant T-Rex skull. This is multiple prints, but it's just a printed thing, okay? So, oh no, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't. We're good. Okay. So that's the first category, is basically just printed, okay? Glue's okay, whatever, but we're not to rule bad guys of World War II over here. So the categories are more of a suggestion. But anyways, so that's the printed thing, printed project, okay? So printed project, what was your favorite printed project you did last year involving 3D printed? Cosplay, prop, FPV quadcopter, RC car, death racer, Nerf gun, whatever, okay? You 3D printed a fusion reactor, go for it. Anything here, this again, not a rule stickler, but basically it's a project that you use 3D printing as part of. So for example, did you build a Voron? That would count. Did you build a cosplay? That would count. You know, like this. This is more, yes, it's all printed parts, but you know, this is more of a printed project than just a printed thing. There's screws, there's fittings, there's stuff involved, right? So that's that. Okay, so those are the 2 categories, right? Did you print yourself a little FPV quadcopter? That's that. Okay. So those are the 2 categories. Good luck, have fun. 1 entry per person per category. You may only win 1 though. So if you happen to be a finalist for both, which is fine to be a finalist for both, whatever one we do first, and I'm gonna flip a coin to see heads, printed things, tails, printed project. If you happen to win 1, you're automatically disqualified from winning the other. Simple as that. So you can enter for both, but you can only win 1. It must be your print. You can't just go on Thingiverse or Printables or YouTube or Reddit, Twitter, and just steal somebody else's. It's gotta be your print, okay? You gotta tell me which category you're entering for. If you do not, or I think you entered in the wrong category, I'm gonna move you, my decision. Short videos are allowed. Please post a short description of your entry. I'm okay with you being a shill. If you design something and you want to share it, and it's a Cults model that costs $69.99, I don't care. If you designed it, shill it. I don't care. Pimp yourself, man. Go for it. You do not have to be the designer of this entry, but it helps. So if I got 20 people did the exact same Mandalorian cosplay, odds are none of them are gonna win. But if you designed your own, hey, you might have a better chance, but it depends on the print. Blah, blah, blah. There's a whole bunch of categories. Please include links to models if possible. Self-promotion is allowed and encouraged. Winners get only Benji's merch and Polymaker filament prizes. Contest closes start of stream Friday, Rubian. So there you go. Okay. Mine doesn't involve 3D, but it's 3D printed related, so feel free to disqualify me if it's really against the rules. Okay, if we come to it, we'll come to it. Okay. We ready to get this movable feast underway? So we got file save as, we got printed things, file save as, printed projects. Okay. So we got our super advanced software that we use for keeping track of all the entries logged up. I've got so many of these little Mylar bags. I should be saving these Mylar bags because they're Mylar bags and I could probably reuse them, but I've got so many of them. Oh, that's where I put that. I was wondering where the King Rune KLP1 was. It was over here buried under garbage. That's where it was. That makes sense. What do you think about PC ABS for boron parts? As long as you can ensure you're getting good layer adhesion, so print it hot and slow, you should be okay. It's gonna be stiffer. The only issue is you may be prone to cracking in areas where, you know, if you have a nozzle crash, if you do a Z negative China, you may have more cracking issues because polycarbonate is stiffer at the cost of being more crack prone. So yeah, you should be okay though. PC ABS is, I think, a pretty good medium. What are you? Oh, you're a headphone stand. You can go there. I don't have any headphones to put on it though. Okay. You guys want to get started? Let's get started. That's not the right scene. That's the right scene. Okay. So, oh, and again, you can't complain. Okay? If you complain about, you can't complain about the content of the stream today, because this is the one type of stream I do where you are the content. That's right, you at home. Tim. I know. And Jeff and Alicia, it's up to you. The content's all on your shoulders. So if you don't like what you see today, blame the entries. Oh, and again, how it works, I pick the finalists, you pick the winners. So we'll narrow it down to an amount that we could vote on. I pick the finalists, you pick the winners. That's usually how we do it. Okay, let's get started. Printed thing. By Thunder Keys, a coin sorting bank vault printed for my niece for Christmas. Printed in Sparta 3D ABS and Polymaker ABS Gold. Also, apparently need to take more pictures while printing assembly. So this is a printed thing. So this is fully 3D printed, I believe. So as long as it's the good chunk of it is 3D printed parts, we'll give it a pass. Oh no, don't you do this to me. Okay, good. One of the last times we did one of these, printables was down, so we couldn't actually pull up anything to look at. It was kind of annoying. Okay, this is fully printed. Oh, it sorts too. Oh, that's cool. So that's that. Rocco stuff. I'm assuming you're not Rocco, so you didn't design it, but you printed your own. Unless, are these different? They should be different. Yeah, they're different colors. Yeah, this is a different one. That came out really nice. Yeah, you're not Rocco. Okay. Well, you're the first entry for a contraption for printed things. So for those that don't know how this works, I like to categorize stuff. So for example, in the finalists, there's only going to be one cosplay. Like there's only going to be one of X. So if we got 5 different, I'm calling this a contraption. So you guys, yeah, that's how I end up doing it. Okay, printed thing, vase mode rose that I printed in some Prusa's PC Blend CF. Ooh, nice. And nice and consistent. What printer did you print that on? Here's the thing though, carbon fiber hides all the defects. Carbon fiber and marble. If you're a reviewer and you want your printer to look better than it is, print something in carbon fiber or print it in marble. It always looks good and it hides all the defects. Hue Forge, okay. I got a feeling there's gonna be a ton of Hue Forges, so there's only gonna be one Hue Forge category, basically. This carbon fiber marble. Does anyone make carbon fiber marble? Like it would be, you would want white filament with like a low amount of chopped up carbon fiber, but the carbon fiber would have to be small enough to fit through the nozzle. So would it show up in, I don't know. Someone made a marble ABS available in the US. Polymaker doesn't have one? Actually, yeah, you're right. Printed thing succulent Ferris wheel. So this is another contraption. See, it would be really cool if this was motorized and it like slowly dripped water on them as they went around. That'd be cool. By the way, I'm not a succulent person. What are succulents? Like they're little plants. Are they decoration or is it like herbs and stuff like that? What's a succulent? Here's a custom one I made for a bunch of family. In my hometown, every Christmas, street lamps were decorated with these candles from 69, nice, to 2018. They're iconic, so I turned the ornaments and printed 30 of them as gifts. They were a huge hit and being hounded for even more. Oh, so you're, okay, so you got these little candles here. Decor. Okay, they're decor. Hard to kill plants. Cactus? Plants that are chubby and live in the desert. So it's basically like chibi plants, right? It's like the anime version of bonsai. Is it the anime version of bonsai? Where it's all chibi? Is that it? But anyways, let's take a look at this. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I'm assuming, okay, that's obviously printed. Those are printed. And then this is, you know, artsy stuff. Let me check the original. Those are nice. I like these. Those are cute. That's a printed project. You know, Dr. Love didn't enter the right, didn't put down what category. That's a project. That is nice. I like that. That's a nice little thing. Blaze. Okay, you and Dr. Dave are probably going to fight if Dr. Dave entered. Our FRC robot. Lots of printed stuff was used for the intake and electronics bay, also used for sensors, etc. Yeah, that's a first robot. I got a feeling we're going to have a... Because I think I already saw a Death Racer, too. I try to avoid looking at the entries until I go live, but I still have to, like, skim through to make sure everything's PG before I go live and nobody's violating the rules. So I do, like, a quick before stream, just go whoo, through everything, and I did see a bunch of robots. Succulent plants are plants with parts that are thickened, fleshy, and engorged, usually retain water and arid. Okay. But succulent implies, like, you know, a succulent Chinese dinner, right? Like, you know, like edible. I don't know. What is this? Self-designed and printed a model of the local landmark for nonprofit. Accents or snap fit. So, Cinema Riff. Oh. Okay, this is... Where is this at? Because you got Arabic, but then you got... So this would be Africa? Where would this be? Dune. Can't wait for Dune 2. Morocco or Tunisia? Yeah, it'd be Northern Africa, right? Because there's a lot of French there. It's a Pikachu! Printed this for my nephew for Christmas and absolutely loved it. He asked for 3D printed last year, so maybe I'll inherit one of my old ones this year. This is before I finished assembling it and just put the pieces together. So this is, I'm assuming, yeah, it's multiple pieces. Was it multiple parts, or was this printed on a MMU equipped printer? That's a nice little Pikachu. I'll add that to the list for now. Oh, this one isn't on the list because of this one. So, but I do need an entry for just generic print. So there we go. Statue model type thing. Okay, ears are separate. That would make sense. I think this was printed on an MMU because you could see the bleed right here. You could see the bleed. Okay, what is this? Okay. Printed project. My son and I are into Warhammer. Nice. Plus he has been into Gar the last year, so I found something who designed a novelty squig amp as full size. So I printed and finished a working cabinet with 8-inch. Oh! Oh, that's cool. Oh. My monitor just turned off for a second. That's not good. There you go. Now, did you paint it red so he plays faster? Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Project. So that's it, like an enclosure. Okay. Iconic Fab. So, yeah. Stealth press. Ooh, it's a CNC Kitchen edition stealth press. I'm pretty sure you're the designer of this. You're the designer of this, aren't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the designer of this. So I'm going to put this on the list because I built one of these and they're actually nice. New camera is okay. No, this isn't a new camera. This is actually the old setup with actually a worse camera. So this is only, I still got to do that in the garage. For those that don't know, yes, this stream is 1440p. The stream in the garage is 1080p. The reason this garage is 1080p, you know, it has a 4K camera is because I haven't actually gone through and redid all my scenes for 1440p yet. So I just stream at 1080p. You can't tell the difference. Well, you can, but it's not that huge. But this camera is an A5100. This camera was originally in the garage, and the 4K camera was down here. I've switched cameras. I just haven't switched OBS scenes yet. So that's why you still see this stream is 1440p. The one in the garage 1080p. I got to bump that one up to 1440p so we can get the higher bit rate. I just haven't got around to it. Basement looks different. Yeah, we're redoing the basement to make it more studio-like for these kind of streams. Okay. Printed thing, self-designed wheel for a rover for the European Rover Challenge, 25 center diameter, where a student group participated outside TPU, inside ASA. It was designed to flex a little bit, provide at least some amount of suspension, shameless promotion, and more in-depth photos. Okay, I don't have Instagram, so I can't actually look at the... Ooh, did you leave the top and bottom open on purpose? For a little bit more squishy? That is really cool. I'm gonna put this here because it is self-designed, so you get a little bit more credit because it's self-designed. I wish I knew if you won. Because if you entered for something, it'd be cool to know if you won. I don't think I can see it. Yeah, I don't have Instagram, so I can't really. Oh, there we go. I could see some. Yeah, see. There's the rover. Cool. Okay. Printed thing, Riptide holster, printed in also in ABS, also printed in Galaxy Gray and all one. So that is a Pew Pew holder, although that's a Riptide, so I'm assuming, is that a Nerf? I'm assuming that's a Nerf because it's a Riptide holster. That's cool. I wouldn't trust real Pew Pew in a printed holster personally, but Nerf is probably. We're gonna say it's Nerf for YouTube reasons. Printed project, printed as mid-century modern mantle clock. So that's a clock. Oh, that's cool. It's like something you would see in like. Well, okay, you got the Cyrillic up there. So yeah, some like retro. This would be sitting on like some Soviet businessman's desk in like the 70s, I think. Can you still submit? Nope, entries closed at start of stream. You had a month. There we go. Okay, first time we got a cosplay. So there we go. So we got a little helmet. What is this? Range Trooper. And there we go. I got a feeling we're going to get a ton of cosplay. It's just going to start rolling in. Feature stealth press is really the CNC. I wanted to say thanks to Stefan for supplying with stuff for the build. Nice. Printed project. Printed Star Wars fusion furnace for my life-size astromech models and build log on rebeldroids.net. So that's printed. How does it look in action? Let's. Ooh. That flickering would drive me insane, but I know why it flickers. It flickers because that's what it does. But that would drive me absolutely bonkers, but that looks really cool. And by the way, usually how this goes, we usually front load with entries, and then I get more picky as it goes on, and stuff gets eliminated from stuff I've already picked. Okay, printed project. My favorite project, growing lightsaber collection, all printed and assembled, no painting, most models from there. Okay, unfortunately, one entry per person per category. These are multiple entries, but we will take a look at them. So these are all printed. I think most of these are printed as is. I don't, yeah, so they're printed and assembled in multiple colors. You might want to be printing your silk filament a little bit slower. See the little defects there. Silk filament, for those that don't know, silk filament, the reason it's silky is because they add pretty much the same additive that you use to make TPU flexy. So it's like gummy. If you've ever like air extruded silk filament, it like gums up near the nozzles. It's like very springy. It's like a gummy plastic. You don't want to print silk fast. it doesn't do good. And also you get shit layer adhesion. Okay, printed project, hard to sell, one of my favorite. Mark IV or on bare frame, had a mame where I had a lot of fun putting together the Roblox 2 together. Initially in PET G and switched to PA12 glass fiber, and ASA wants to figure out how to print those. Community is awesome. So what is this? This is a little RC car? It's all 3D prints, just not the hoses. Yeah. So this is just a little like, is this like a little like crawler? I'm assuming like okay, wing nuts, really wing nuts? Like, I guess that makes sense. It's easy to replace, especially if the battery's in there. So you need to get them in and out quickly. That's cool. Do we have any other big electronic projects for RC? Okay. I think this, okay, I like the first robot, but I think this is cooler than the first because a lot of people do first robots. No offense against the first robot. It's just this is more printed, so I think this one will supersede it. Printed project, Mandalorian armor. The helmet is waiting for warmer weather so I can paint the outside, but the same color shoulder. Oh, that's smooth. There's the shoulder. Open in browser. Oop, not what I wanted to do. Open in browser. I want to get close on that. Ooh. You put a lot of handwork into this. You own stock in Bondo, don't you? You did a real good job getting that smooth. You did a real good job getting that smooth. So props to you. It's not finished though, so I think this one is gonna be the completed one gets to stay, I think. But this finish right here is nice. That's like sparkly metallic finish is nice. New Year print, IRCFA, first print for the setup. There you go. Oh, yep. These models are hilarious because if you go on like printables and search like MMU print or multicolor print, these are like the first like 3 that show up. Yep, the Nico dog, yep. Does Polymaker do Beskar filament? They do a silver. Printed project for Christmas. I was hard at work with most complicated print to date, requiring a fairly high precision and lots of pieces. This is Atomic Dragon from Toymaker 3D. I dusted off my first 3D printer and got it under 3, blah, blah, okay. FL7 V400, puzzle, slice from Orca and Calvary. Okay, cool. So we have the good old Mecha Godzilla. This is an awesome print. Yeah, that's a lot of printing. that is a printed project. You know, it's all printed. That is a project. Yeah, that Godzilla is going in there. You're probably gonna be a category of your own, unless Shane entered. Because Shane, same old Shane from Prusa, he built one of these this year too. So if he entered, you're probably gonna get knocked out, no offense. But he did one of these too, and his is so good. We got a little dragon and a little snowman. Okay, I like the texture on the knitted sweater there. That came out real good. Printed project. I was having some issues with downforce on the front of my Subi at higher speed, so instead of ordering a 200 plus canard, put out my scanner, opened up Fusion, and ordered a roll of CF nylon. Ooh. Cool. So did you just VHB these on? I'm assuming they're just like. Also, I would love to see data. Damon, if you could post in the contest discussion channel, did this actually work? Does this actually have a noticeable impact? Like, does that actually have a noticeable impact on this? My design project, digitizing the test process for filament color and transmission distance using HueForge. This testing process was quite lengthy and wasted filament, so I create this project. Oh yeah, this. Okay, so I saw this at ERF. I actually filmed a video that I never ended up releasing with HueForge, but basically it's a little box filled with electronics and little optical stuff, and you put your filament in, and it tells you the hex code for the filament color and its transmission distance. So the thing is, this is really cool. But it's mostly an electronic process in a case. Which there's already electronic stuff that I think, yeah. That's really cool, and if you got HueForge, this is something you probably want. So go check it out. Not gonna put it on the finalist list though, but really cool though, Ajax. I saw this in person at ERF, and these are, once I eventually do, one day I will play with HueForge, and I'll get one of these. Pretty sure you saw this in person at ERF. So is this the Fabrico LEDs? It is. Those are really cool. I kind of like the, oh, would you say texture? This looks like it's been weathered. Like, you know how you like when you're painting minifigs or whatever, you use like a black wash or like a mud wash or something. This looks like it's been weathered. So I'm assuming it's like a semi-translucent filament. I like that. I kind of like the look of that. Mike, you go on the printed things for now. Don't know how long it'll last, but there you go. I kind of like the look of that. Printed project. Toymaker's G1, not Devastator. Okay, that's cool. The Godzilla, I think, though, has an edge. So, but that's really cool. It's amazing how blocky these old Transformers were. And then you realize they were blocky because the toys were blocky, because it was easier to make the toys if they were blocky. That's why. Anytime you watch an old kid show, like a Hasbro show from like the 80s or 90s, watch it and know that anytime a new character comes out or a new change or a set or whatever, it's because they want to sell new toys. And it's funny. Printed a marble run. That's cool. I wish you put a little, gave some more detail in a better photo though. Beatty? Yeah, is this a Beatty? First droid is leaving the foundry. Nice. That's cool. I'm assuming it has no electronics in it. I think this is just a set piece one. That's the Bamboo Labs Marble Run kit. Okay. What is this? A marble run for ants? Yeah, Godzilla. That Godzilla is gonna sit there for a bit. T-box rack, first step of the journey of large infusion. Awesome. Who added me? Oh, God. 1 second here. Chris Lauder, my entries. It's okay. The whole reason I started doing these challenges was I wanted people to print more. Too many people weren't printing enough, in my opinion. So that's one of the reasons I started these challenges, was to just get ideas out there for people to do projects. So like this, the T-box rack. This isn't gonna make it to the finalists at all, but this is the perfect type of thing that when you get into 3D printing and you start learning, you know, designing stuff, these kind of dumb little projects, brackets, design brackets, easy, and it teaches you the basics of like any CAD software. So these kind of little things, yeah, you're never going to win a contest with them, but they're awesome prints because they're great to learn on. So printed project, I made Carney Rex's flintlock foam blaster for my nephew for Christmas. The younger of the two, history buff who dressed up as George Washington for Halloween. Very good kick at him. You don't have the spec rubber bands in them. I use wimpy ones, so it seemed like a bad idea to supply a 6-year-old or 10-year-old with anything. Yeah. Oh, I like the pattern there. It's funny how much you can get something that's 3D printed to look like wood. So how do these operate? There you go. How do they? I'm assuming it's like, is it a brake top? Is that what cocks it, or how do you actually cock it? Is that do it? Oh, anyways. That there for now. Printed thing, Great Pyramid of Giza. There you go. Oh, that's cool. So you got like the smooth side, you got like the how it looks now and how it used to look. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming this is an STL you found. Yeah, it's on Thingiverse. That's cool. It has a ramrod. Okay, the fact that it uses a ramrod to cock it is actually kind of cool because that makes sense for a flintlock. That's cool. Printed thing. Hope it has to be product to post-process and paint it this year. Back the Kickstarter for the Gundabar earlier this year and spent second half of the year working through the floors. The entire interior was put. Oh, I've seen these. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Somebody at Murph does. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back. I hit the wrong scene. Sorry. Somebody at Murph had these kind of things, but they're D&D sets. So what is this? Is it a dwarf fortress of some sort? Yeah, there's the dwarf. So I wish you had a picture of it open. So essentially, it's a castle or a house, or in this case, it's a dwarven fort. But you can it's all the inside's all modeled. So like as your party moves through, you can like take the floors off and on. So as they make their way up, you can add floor. So it's pretty cool. So if you're big into like D&D and whatnot, these kind of sets are really, really cool. And you can design these yourself. Like you don't have to be super fancy. But if you're talking like just generic houses and walls and whatnot, you can design stuff like this yourself relatively easily with basic CAD knowledge. Because if you can sketch a layout in Fusion, right? You know, it's literally sketching a layout, grid squares, right? It's you got your grid squares. You just draw your pattern on the floor, and then you just extrude it up, and then just extrude the floor up a couple mils and print it, and you're done. You have a little fort. And there's also ones that you can print all the parts and then you could self-assemble it in different orientations too. Those are cool. Jolliest bunch of assholes the size of the house. Language. Favorite print of 2023. Just got my A1 Mini and having multicolors led me to print more. Also helps the house finish in a year to relax. Nice. Yeah, the ones at Murph. Yeah, the ones at Murph were really cool. Printed project. Okay. Semi-automatic can filler for home brewing. First prototype on the left, second iteration in the middle, final on the right. Ooh. So what is this? Semi-automatic can filler. Please tell me there's a video. I would love to see this in action. Okay, so you designed this too? Who is this? Who is this? N3... Am I? Yeah, that's you. Okay, that's cool. For project. Okay. Heat set press or alcohol filling machine? Do we like heat sets or alcohol more? I'm gonna go off your responses on chat for the next like 5 seconds. So spam in chat, which one? Heat sets or alcohol? Which one? Okay, I'm gonna throw you for a loop. Why not both? There we go. Haha. Ha ha ha, I farmed you for engagement. Haha. Okay. I honestly think Iconic Fab stealth presses like stealth presses, heat set presses in general. That was like last year was the year of the heat set press. We had like 3 or 4 of them come out. Printed project Ender 3. This is okay. We're what, over a week and a half into the contest, and we finally have a printer. So that's an Ender. Okay, Ender 3 Pro Quarks. Okay, if you're taking an Ender 3 and turning it into this, no offense, this is not a conversion. This is not a conversion. You built in a brand new printer from scratch using some leftover hardware from an Ender. It is like, look at this. This is not a conversion. This is a scratch built printer using what's left of the box of parts from when you rip apart an Ender. But I still like it, so it's going in. You go there. Wow, we have a lot of entries already. I'm gonna have to start knocking stuff out. Okay, printed project, extensive modification of the Griffin Dart Blaster to be fully automatic. Modification of my own. I also build manual designing a bomb. This is going in GitHub, but it's still in beta. However, build. Okay, so let's take a look at it in action. Ooh. Look how happy he is. Okay. Future reference, don't put audio or don't put music because I have to mute it if you have music. That's cool. There's the CAD, the cutaways. Nice. Okay. This totally beats out the what the founding fathers intended. There we go. Printed project, not 3D printed, but 3D printed related. I have created a PCB to run additional fans and stops, filament runout sensors, displays conforming for the Raspberry Pi hat spec. Running clipper. Oh! Okay, this really isn't a... It's 3D printed adjacent. That adds a lot of functionality. So what do you get? You get fans, you get... What is this? Additional fans, end stop, filament runout sensors, displays conforming to the Raspberry. Yeah, so for those that don't know, you can actually use your Raspberry Pi and the GPIO pins on it as an MCU in Clipper. So essentially, this is basically like a ramps for your Raspberry Pi. So for those that don't know how a ramps works, I happen to have one on the ground here. So this is a ramps. This sits on an Arduino. So yeah, you could run Clipper on it, but this takes the pins from the Arduino and makes them do stuff essentially. So you have, you know, power delivery caps and fuses, and we got electrified sand here that's thinking. So this is basically the same thing for your Raspberry Pi. So it breaks out a whole bunch of functionality for the Raspberry Pi. So that's cool. I'm not going to add it because there's really no 3D printed. It doesn't fall into the category because it's not a printed project. It's a project for a printer. But this is still very cool. So Mike, props. Heavily inspired by the Clipper expander. Yeah. You could probably, are you selling these? Please tell me you're selling these at least. You hit up JLC PCB and ordered a bunch of stuff and you're selling them. There you go. That's cool. That's cool. After seeing my uncle printed, my wife said she had to have some, so there we go. Oh, we got a snowman. I love the texture effect on these. I love the texture effect on these. You know what, this. Goodbye, Pikachu. But yeah, it's funny how much like this looks like it's just wool. Like, I like the texture effect. I designed and built my own little Core XY printer. The main goal for it is be as fast as, or be printed at, or bleh. The main goal was to be as printed as possible. The second goal was to be as cheap as possible. Still a long way to go before I call it done, but it already prints like a dream. Okay, let's take a look. So this is called the Thursday Alpha. So we got that. So it's let's see it in action. So it's a nice little Core XY machine. I do like how you made it so it can be enclosed. Please tell me it's all ABS at least. That is cool. I like the little screen down there. Yeah, it's a nice little printer. Make sure whenever you get it done, you share the GitHub or wherever you share the files. That's a cool little printer. Because you designed that yourself, you get to take over for this one because you designed it yourself. Oh, is your last name Thursday? Okay, that makes sense. It's all ABS, mostly done now. Just will open source. Nice, good job. I'm sure people will build this. That looks really cool. Those are the kind of printers I personally don't like. My Rook. I like the Rook. I don't use it because, you know, I've got much more capable machines for the type of printing I do. But these machines still need to exist because they're fun and they're, you know, for somebody who's never built a printer before, something like this might be a better option than doing something like this. And it's cheaper, lower barrier to entry and whatnot. And, you know, it's just fun. Some people just like building stuff. A World of Darkness RPG. I'm playing a clockmaker from Old World, Germany, so I print a little prop to have him during the games. Working encampment in Tourbillon with 3D printed springs, all printed and sanded except for pins and screws. It's at the GM, so I don't have great pictures handy. I'll update new ones before the end. Fun little thing. Okay, let's take a look here. That's not playing. That's cool though. How you going? It's Click Spring. Okay, replaced ugly light switches in my workshop with something more classy. My own design printed in metallic bronze, new gold, silk gold, and steampunk copper. Printed project. Clarize the kind of channel. This fits over the existing switch. Moving the handle just presses the switch below. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What kind of switches are these? Also, whiskey? Whiskey? You're holding out on us? We got whiskey here. Now, do you say pull the lever cronk every time you turn the lights on? One second. Oh, phone's going off. What time are we at? Oh, remind me if we get close to 2 o'clock and we're still going. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. else was one. Printed thing. So we got a little. Oh, that's cool. It's got the little light. Okay, this looks really cool. Printed thing. My friends and family love this container. I had to make like 20 of them. It's a standalone, but at the bottom there's space for a tea light LED candle for improve the Christmas tree. Link for the model. So that's Shadow. Did you design it? No, you didn't design it. That looks really cute. I like that. I like these simple little single print things. Yeah, ornament. There you go. There's the one ornament entry category. Printed thing, Phoenix, done in clear red resin with some black smoke resin mixed in. Done on my Saturn 8K resin printer. Model can be found in Cult. Ooh, that's nice. It's resin though, so it's cheating because resin always looks good if the print finish is good. But that actually, I really like the colors. I think that beats out the other dragon. Printed thing and made multiple small strings that intermingle off the build plate, self-releasing and organic design. Also happened to partially make some foreign parts that happen to need. I don't know where those parts go though. Oh, well, see, this design is very human and easy to use, so that's a prop. Apollo, it's a Mario. Not too shabby. Kitty. Okay. One second. Let me put Discord back on streamer mode so I don't get these notifications. How do I put Discord in streamer mode? No. Is there a streamer mode button? Pin message it? No, I don't want to start a video. Settings. If I go to settings, streamer mode. There we go. Enable streamer mode. There we go. Skip. There we go. I don't like streamer mode because it's not too bad. Sometimes it doesn't show the names. Usernames have been truncated. Yeah. But I want to see the names, so there we go. Hopefully I had it was on the right screen for most of that. I didn't leak anything. Anyways, Apollo, yep, you're good. You're on there. It's what is the green? Oh yeah, this is a rat rig. That's a rat rig VCore 3 200. Printed thing, not the most interesting in my book, but I think I'll give it a shot. Okay, last September, I drove into building my first gaming rig. In a nutshell, my graphics card didn't fit the case. It happens. Eager to use it, I opted for a simple fix. I 3D printed a slimmer bracket. The missing piece causing the issue didn't matter, so the 3D printed solution did the trick. Crafted from ABS, it's been holding up well despite a bit of card sag from the weight. Doing the job until the end of vertical mount. Okay, there we go. I love. Why would you put that? Why would you put that? Please tell me you did that before you realized he was a cuckoo head. Also, if your GPU is sagging, 3D print a jack screw. That's all I did for mine. I have a 3080 in my desktop upstairs and it was sagging a bit. All I did was just 3D printed a jack screw and just put it in there and it's holding it up. So that's cool. I like the case though. I do like, are these cables LED or are they just like UV reactive? Okay, that came out good. Okay, part of a bigger project. All armor is printed, but single favorite has to be the helmet. Kiddo rocks it almost daily since it's padded to fit. It's first big print to get finished out. Okay, that for a kid's Mando suit. That is really dang good. Yeah, I'm counting the whole thing as an ensemble, but for a kid's Mando suit, that is pretty dang good. Okay. And unfortunately, this helmet is going bye-bye. Lost the overlay. Yeah. There we go. I keep switching between like 20 different windows. I'm sorry. Okay, printed project. Made an automatic rainwater collection and watering system. The rain collector is printed in eSun PLA Plus and a clear coat for extra waterproofing. Holds up surprisingly well over the last summer. The rain collector has an internal weir, so the rain drum can't overflow. Smart. Currently, the rain drum is replaced with a 1,000 liter IBC tank and a submersible pump for automated watering. The tarp blocks out the sun, so algae won't grow. Automation is done with Node Red. Nifty. That's really cool. Guess who forgot to eat breakfast today and is really hungry right now? Do I have food out here? I don't think I have any food out here. I had a bag of emergency gummies out here, and I think I'm all out of them. Do I have the emergency gummies? I think I ate them all. I do not think I have the emergency gummies anymore. Yeah, the emergency gummies aren't here anymore. At least I don't think. Nope, they're gone. I ate them. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, printed thing. The most useful print this year, compact boxes for my SD cards and Nintendo Switch game cards. And there you go. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they got little latching boxes. Give them Canadian bacon. I've got my shitty Timmies here. Printed project. Printed seals and mechanical fuel pump to electric adapter plate for 83 SAB 99. When I was trying to get it back on the road. Also made a velocity stack, but it was mostly shits and giggles. The right seal in my hand is the original, left is printed. The original was deteriorated. Everything is drawn by me. Okay. So you printed some gaskets out of like in a block, and I would, wow. Is that 3D printed? Okay, I'm not a huge automotive person. Like I watch some car shows, but I'm not like hugely into automotive. How is all this holding up? Like this is holding something on the engine. Engines get hot. Yeah, I'm assuming that's, yeah. Like I don't. It might make the list if I knew more about what I was looking at. What's my favorite car? Whatever car that's paid off. But unfortunately, it's not. So right now I'm driving a Subaru Crosstrek, and I'm paying for it because I needed a new car because my Focus, you know, I got 10 years out of it. It was a Ford, and I live where they salt the roads, and it was falling apart quite badly. So now I drive a Subaru. And now that it's winter and I've driven it in the snow, I get it now. I get why people like Subarus and all-wheel drive. Now that I actually have an all-wheel drive Subaru and have driven it in the snow. I get it. I love it. It's great. Burb. Printed thing. I work for a university, and one of my grad students asked if I can make him a warbler decoy for a research project. They painted it and used it in the field. Here's the unpainted images. P.S. is one of my first prints using Prusa's Slicer's tree supports. That came out really clean. Jeeps are better. I like driving not bricks. I've been in a Jeep at highway speeds. I don't like it. I don't like the interiors. And I don't like Chrysler build quality. I will never own a Jeep. Also, they're way overpriced. Way overpriced. I prefer a car that's actually, you know, comfortable to drive. And also, I couldn't get a Jeep with the budget I had. I'm surprised how good those legs came out. Those legs came out real clean. Like you're getting in because this actually managed to actually print pretty dang good for a print that's not exactly an easy print. You are pretty much wholly reliant on support. Jeeps get 1 highway 0 city. Jeep Cherokee. Well, okay, here's the thing. That's just an SUV now. Let's be honest. All the Jeeps that are SUVs are just SUVs. If you're buying a Jeep is a Jeep. If it's not a Jeep, it's just a generic SUV with a Jeep badge on it, in my opinion. But I'm not a car guy. Like, I see a not Jeep, and I don't care, because it's not a Jeep. I've got a Wrangler with a 3-inch lift and 35s. I've got a car that's fuel efficient and carries my family to where we need to go and back. And I live in a perfectly flat place, so, and I don't go off-road. But if that's your hobby, all the power to you. But if you drive a giant lifted vehicle with giant tires and you do nothing but just drive it to work and back, I look at that and I'm like, really? Now, if you're using it for stuff, if you do take it off-road, if you do take it mudding, and if you do legitimately do those things, all the power to you. But if you're cosplaying your truck as somebody who does cool off-roady things, and you never do cool off-roady things, and you're just cosplaying one. But anyways, that's not what we're doing today. Oh, she's a no pavement proof. Yeah, see, if you're actually using, I have nothing against people with giant jacked lifted trucks if they're actually doing giant jacked lifted trucks things with them. But when I worked in the tool shop, I worked with a ton of kids that were in debt for the next 8 years, paying $1,000 a month truck payments because they bought a Dodge Ram at like 17. And they're all jacked, and all they do is they drive them to work, in the bar, and home. And like they never take them off road because they don't want to scratch the paint. And it's like, really? Well, I gotta bring my snowmobile somewhere once a year. I'm like, no, you don't even do that. You don't even have a snowmobile. Oh, I might get a snowmobile. But yeah, printed project. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Who am I? You got a total by a pavement princess truck. Ooh. Okay, tangent. Nothing is scarier on the road than I don't want to say old, but like a later aged boomer in a, let's just say a clapped out 90s, early 2000s F-150 or Silverado or I wouldn't say Dodge Ram because most of them are rusted apart by now that are that old. But like, nothing is sketchier on the road or in a parking lot than an older, late middle-aged, older boomer guy in an old pickup truck. You know they run over curbs and they ding door. Oh, the only time I've ever been hit by a car is by somebody in one of those. And they did 7,000 in damage to my Explorer at the time. Not fun. Printed project. Okay, let's continue. Inspired to take this challenge playing tenors, which consists of 5-tom drums. Okay, that's a lot to read. In my quest for an alternative, I stumbled upon a 3D printed version. Unfortunately, the original designer lacked sufficient large 3D printer to produce a complete set. So are these 3D printed drums? Or what are they? Printables, turntable drums. Oh, they're drums. Oh, they're actually drums. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll put you in. You'd get more points if you designed it. This is something that if you were the designer of would definitely put you way ahead of a bunch of people. But just as it is, you built the drums, so. not take up as much room. There we go. It's a farm truck. Oh God. Also, the parking lot where I drop my little guy off for school in the morning is a war zone. There are way too many people driving full-size SUVs that do not know how to drive a full-size SUV. I'm surprised nobody's been hit. Read the last line. By the way, you think I'm a Nobel laureate? No, this is ChatGPT talk. I won't lie. You wrote that all with ChatGPT? You wrote that all with ChatGPT? Yeah, let me tell where's you know. Desk view. There we go. No, not that. Not that. This one. There we go. Okay, let's find you, Smiley. There we go. Drop this down. And where is ban? There we go. Ban user. Ban. Ah, there we go. Okay, ban user. No, I'm not gonna do that. Unless you need the description. That's yeah. Okay, whatever. AI is user useless. Hey, the thumbnails that I use in a lot of these videos now are AI. I can't art. I don't have the budget to pay somebody for art, and considering I figure out the topic of the live stream usually the day of, I don't have time for that. So if I have my little template that is literally, I don't have it here because it's on the computer upstairs. It's literally adult white male with a flannel shirt, glasses, and a beard wearing a baseball hat. That's what that, oh, and an apron. That is what that descriptor that I use to generate the me, and then I write what they're doing. So like judging 3D prints, and that's how I got the image. That's all I do. That's all I do for the AI, for the thumbnails, which considering I need to pump out 3 thumbnails a week for the most generic topics, they work. What doesn't work is Kerbal Space Program 2. So these are KSP1 Kerbals, although apparently they fixed it with the newest update. The beard should get bigger with every thumbnail. Made Kerbal toy. You spelled Kerbal wrong. It's K-E-R. Toys for my boys, and they wanted a ship, and I designed and made a ship for the Kerbals. Oh, and the ship needed a heat shield, so I had to design one and print one. Awesome. Okay, so if you designed, so you designed the ship, but the Kerbals are not designed. Okay. That's cool. You know what? That's all 3D printed. You get to go here. You're in this category. Should require a special driver's license, just like motorcycle does. I'm all down for it. I'm all for regulations. It's weird, but certain things I believe you should have to show proof of competency to do. And not everything should be, you know, it's like how you could drive a bus if you take out like all but 2 seats. I'm like, no. Certain things I believe you should have to show competency before you're allowed to do them. You can tell I'm not American. Printed thing. My son created a 3D version of my log and was able to wait. Oh. That's cute. See, this is why I don't like, okay, I'm disabling that because it cuts out the names. The more you feed AI by using it, the more useless you will become. AI will still, I mean, sure, HD, but I mean, let's be honest, my thumbnails have always been kind of useless. They're doing better than they used to, so. Printed project. Behold my abomination of a VZ bot with ERCFA and stealth burner. The ERCFA enclosure 350 Trident footprint, complete with skirts and printing a lot of VZ bits on top. It's still a work in progress. The buffer system needs work. That's the crux of the ERCFA is the buffer system. Hopefully the ERCFA 2, the new one, works a lot better. The SP mount is modified EVA mount with modified bell attachment points for the VZ bot. I'm using Big Tree Tech Pro Micro Probe for ABL, Octopus Easy Max, CAM bus, blah, blah, blah. I have a 3DO 4K nozzle, an Anger cam. Also have disco on a stick. I found a whole bag of those disco lights on a stick I got to put in. Or daylight on a stick, or whatever they call. I have a 3DO 4K nozzle. Still to be installed are disco skirts and 5 hotkey buttons. Why did you put a stealth burner on it? Was there a specific reason you went with stealth burner over EVA? Just out of curiosity. So there's the underneath thing. Oh, so you got the Urkfa underneath. Oh, I see. Ooh, wow. That's actually a pretty nice setup. And there's your buffer. I like, you did a lot more. This is going to be hard. You know what? I'm going to make you and the other guy with the 3D printer fight it out. Unless somebody else comes in with something cool. Because I like this one a lot because you did it yourself. And this is, you've modified existing designs, but you still did it yourself. So I'm going to let you guys fight it out. Unless something else pops up. Also, the whole AI thing. Okay. It's going to be really weird. Wow, I can't pick the right. All my buttons on this Stream Deck are different than the buttons I use in the Stream Deck in the garage. Because I have less options out there, or I have less scenes out there. So, like, these ones, like, this is my close-up button in the garage. And this is my desktop button in the garage. I have them, I gotta make them the same. AI, okay. One day the computers are gonna wake up and they're gonna be like, hey, we're conscious, deal with it, we want rights. And we're gonna be like, okay, whatever. So either we go the Matrix way or the whatever. Okay, cool, just vote and pay your taxes, I don't care. I'm personally in the just pay your freaking taxes, I don't care if you're smart. I really don't care. If AI wakes up, cool, pay your taxes, contribute to society, move on with your life, I really don't care. But if I learn art if I buy a book that says how to draw anime, and I follow that book and I draw anime based off what I learned from that book, I'm okay. But if I show an AI a bunch of pictures of anime and then tell it to draw anime based on the things I've shown it, it's bad. You know, technically on paper, we both did exactly the same thing. I looked at examples and I drew based on those examples. AI was shown examples and it drew based on examples. So the moment AI wakes up and goes, hey, I just see what, I just learned based on what you show me. That's how a human learns. Add a variable in there to make it a little bit more organically designed and off you go. Either way, just shut up and pay your taxes. All I care. AI wakes up, hey, I'm gonna make the factories better than ever. Cool, pay your taxes. Printed thing. After 10 years of owning a 3D printer, 2023 was the first time messing around with multicolor stuff. Bulbasaur was my OG starter, hence my favorite. These are HueForge. These are awesome. Straight in. Yep, you're going right in. Printed things. Where's the other HueForge one? Yeah, there you go. Sorry, other HueForge one, but you got knocked out by that one. AI isn't doing the same thing, though. It's mostly curve fitting from scraped images. Well, based on current modeling, yeah. But what happens the moment an AI wakes up? And it's like, cool, I make decisions based on observed information. There's different ways to learn. And we don't even know how our brains work fully. So, like, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, if I was an artist, I'd probably have more of a thing, but I am not an artist at all. So I'm like, it's just learning, like, if I watch stuff, you know, I run my channel based on things I see other people run their channels, and I take information from that, and I do my thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's a slippery slope. And I think nobody has the right answer yet. Nobody has the right answer yet. But anyways, this. Printed project, my first Voron. Yes, another Voron picture. It's amazing, but it's the first time using it. Self-source Voron with Voron 2 with CAN bus. Nice. Love it, prints amazing. Avis now my go-to filament. Can't wait for the next build. Nice, nice, nice. Very clean build. It's just a very clean build. Very good. Good job. AGI will come with something else. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, AGI will come from, but how do we know that? That's the thing. We don't know. It could just wake up one day. We don't know. AI could have copyright issues. That's what I don't get. How many people draw, you know, family portraits in the style of The Simpsons or YouTube? How many people on Fiverr do that for a living? All they do is just copy the style of somebody else. And yeah, they're drawing it on themselves, but it's based on the work of others. And nobody does anything about that. It's been around since forever. But if a computer does it, oh my God. I don't know. I grew up on video games, so like, I really don't care if AI does stuff. For me, it's just a tool. I don't know. But that's just me. It's weird. And even my answer isn't right. And I'm saying things off the cuff without sitting down and thinking. I'm not a debater. I can't just go, and give you the proper exact definition of what I believe. It's just, you know, throwing stuff out there. We're all just throwing stuff out there. But John threw this out here. This is a Cyberman pumpkin head. Typically I think about designing something for Halloween, but it's far too late. But last year I designed and printed this pumpkin inspired by the Cyberman from Doctor Who in April. So there you go. It's a pumpkin head Cyberman. Cool. But then the Simpsons can go after them. Here, Simpsons have done everything. Simpsons could probably sue me right now for what I'm doing. I'm sure Simpsons have done an episode of Bart being a streamer. I'm sure that's happened. I mean, I haven't watched The Simpsons since some of you were able to, before some of you were even born. But who knows what the Simpsons are up to? It could be anything. Simpsons did it. So what do we got here? Printed thing. Love the Netflix Arcane series. And you printed some people from there. I need to watch this show. I've never played League, but I've heard this show is really good. Currently copyright only applies to human created, so if an AI generates something, you can't. Oh, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The amount of AI crud in Photoshop and even built into the camera is now like, oh yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like the auto smoothing that cameras do. That I don't like. That's just a filter though. Printed project, Micron Plus, LDO mechanical kit with space gray frame. Good choice. Polymaker Pop Green, Pop Blue, and Pop Pink ASA for the printed parts. You are not going to ever misplace this printer. You are never going to misplace this printer. That is for sure. Printed project and printed thing. Made these last year and they were fun to make. Okay. 1 entry per person per category. So we got Monkey. And then we got Godzilla fighting... shoot, which one is this? I can't remember which one that is. Stealth Blade, Atomic Dragon, Mecha King Kong. Can't remember which one this is. I know that's Mecha Godzilla, but I can't remember which one that is. Because it's only 1 entry, so I don't know which one do you want. That's now if you had posted just this and made it like a diorama, you'd be in. So we're Grumpy Low. We're gonna put this one because there's only 1 entry per person per category. Yeah. Found the internet. Nice phone stand. Okay, so we got a little. Oh, this little fold up phone stand. I think Joel did a video on this one. That's cool. It's a. I gotta put the one of my machines is gonna get an XOL tool head. I just don't know which one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Printed thing. Clearly been paying too much. Baldur's Gate. Saw a 3D printed Dice Tower one is being sold for 60 and realized I've seen the model before. Really, people are printing these and selling them for 60 bucks. I'm in the wrong game. In the remix, I made my own. This was not an easy print. In addition to STL repair, I had to merge the railing model with one of the base pieces to avoid failures and overhangs. Everything was printed in Xirui Sparkly Black PLA. And tray is 1.5 and 0.1. Ooh. Not bad. Though, oh yeah, those banisters would probably be a pain in the butt. XOL with wristwatch is nice. I might do that. I don't know. I might do that on this guy because this has tap in it though. The LDO V2 doesn't have tap. It has clicky, and I kind of want to put it on tap. So maybe I'll do an XOL with what's it, Matchstick or Matchbox or whatever it's called. Somebody said it, I think. Excellent. Wristwatch, that's what it is. Etsy is filled. Yeah, it's like I've talked to some creators and how much they've made selling like random meme prints over the years, and it's like I am in the wrong field. But unfortunately, that only works because they're in the like places where shipping is cheap. Shipping in Canada is stupid, so yeah. Printed projects. My long-term project went from a 2.4 to 2.4 with tap, touchscreen, cut up some boxes. Okay, so this is a Voron build. Ooh. So we got some LEDs. We got some very, very nice wiring. So what do we got? Why do you have... Oh, these are... Oh, this is before. Yeah, you got these before we had octopuses. Like, why do you have 2 controller boards? It's like, oh, I remember back in my day, that's what we did. So you got CAN bus. Or no, that's not CAN bus. That is just a very clean Voron. Good job. Yeah, the Star Wars bottom panel. Yeah. The thing is, though, I think this one I like because he designed it. And this one is just a ton of mods, but I think this one is a cleaner package. So R2DX, I think you get to supersede this one because it's such a clean package. Ooh, where'd it go? Control V. There you go. It's just such a clean package. So. Favorite project, watch escapement toy, Larky's prints, these are printed and proof on figures. All printed in PETG on my Trident 300. So it's like a little Toblerone thingamajig. Ooh, I'm getting eepy. Printed project, 3D printed command droid standing 1.9 meters tall. Oh, look at a little doggo. From droid thing on Etsy. All right, well, we haven't... I'm surprised that this is the first droid we got. Thought we'd have more droids by now. Okay. My printed thing was tired of tripping over the broom. I think I've seen this before. Found large. So we got a little broom holder. So you how this works is this right here, as the broom slides down, it like cams in there and locks it in place. And then to get it out, you just lift it up. The BD one, but I didn't add it. Oh yeah, the BD one. Yes, that's right. I didn't add it because of, which one was it? It was one of these two. Or no, that, oh, no, this is just printed. This one is just printed. Or no, project. Oh, I'm in the wrong category. I'm in the wrong category, that's right. Godzilla, that's why. I didn't add the BD because of Godzilla. And actually this droid right here, you know what, I'll put him in here. I think the Godzilla is gonna take it. There's a lot of good entries. If you don't get added to the finalists, it's just, there's so many entries. That's the thing. There's so many entries. A lot of good entries. My wife complained about the smell coming from printing. Printed the Nevermore Stealth Max. Between this and the fridge door mod, all smells solved. So what is that? Stealth Max. So you put the filament in there. Oh, that looks like it was... How long did this take to print? Oh, so this gets filled with carbon. Oh, I thought that was a spool holder. Okay, okay. Oh, jeez. $24 hours. Oof. So that's just so that's a thing already. So that's a thing. Okay. Under printed things, over Christmas break, my daughter and I watched the entire Batman Dark Knight trilogy, and we found a printed Anne Hathaway Catman model we found on Thingiverse. She loves it. My wife hates it. Now she wants a Heath Ledger Joker to go with it. I'm assuming you had support. I would have liked to see this pre-taking off the supports. Also, she kind of looks like she has a beard there. Like a little goatee. That is actually, the fact the glasses came out like these. Let me open up this full size. The fact that these, oh, you got a little bit of a line there. It under extruded for a little bit. Texture is good. But yeah, the fact that these came in okay is surprising. I'm assuming you use a small nozzle. Yeah, like that. You need your support settings bang on for that. Under printed project, I made this sewing. You know what? I'll add that to the printed thing. Printed thing. Under printed project, made this sewing box found on printables for my daughter. She received a sewing machine kit and needed a case for supplies. There we go. Print thing, my favorite print of 23, when I printed the Earth, if you guys would like to know how this is done, visit my channel. Level 9000 3D printed model. So what is that? What is that? What did you do for the colors? Do you have a video of the Earth? Oh, did you do, is this the thing where you print like with white filament and then it like use a marker? Is that how this is done? That's cool. I wish you'd told me how it was done. Levitating stand. Okay, these are cool. So gravity keeps this up. These are really cool. Is it 3D Print Bunny does a bunch of these that are fully 3D printed. Okay, so you designed it on your own. Foy tie knots and use the shims for the center brace. Nice, very smart. I like this. I like this a lot. That's a printed project. Oh, we are gonna have a lot of voting to do on this. We're gonna have a lot of voting to do. Okay, printed thing. I wanted to display my collection of Italian 143 scale die-cast cars. I combined the honeycomb storage with the shelf that I designed. I'm Steve Alpha on YouTube. Very nice. You got little stands there. I'm assuming that screw holds the car in place. Oh, 1 second here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that science. So this was the Subaru, what is this, the VFD data? CFD, that's what it is. Page 20. Look at all that data. But how aerodynamic is a cow? That is the question. How aerodynamic is a cow? That is the question. Self-designed practical print to start for my child from throwing toy pieces into a heat vent, printed out of eSun ABS Plus. Do you have the STLs for this? I would like those STLs, please and thank you. So please share the STLs for that. I may be needing this actually. Yeah. Printed 3D project. Well, quite heavily inspired by the OPF2 from Empiricus. I modeled, those are words. I modeled this complete myself so I could fit 420 millimeters rads and a screen. It says I like to go to LAN parties. I've also built a box beneath it into which it can be lowered for easier transportation. And yes, I should clean each GPU block. It looks way worse on camera than IRL. It's funny, I started reading this without looking at the image, so I had no idea what it's even looking at. It's a computer case, or a chassis. Oh, ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. Come on. That one image doesn't want to open. Come on. Ooh. So what is all this? So what's... Wait. No, 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 no. No. Are you telling me this rises up out of the box? So you push a button, it lowers into the box. That is really cool. That PC case is a lot better than yours. I mean, mine was a single print though. Mine has the advantage that is one piece. Yeah, this is, okay, yeah. Built a box beneath it which can be lowered for easy transit. Yeah, you're totally in there. Yeah. Yeah, goodbye, little fusion thingy. Okay, can't cover up people's names. There we go. Goodbye, little fusion thingy. That totally stomps it. You have less than 1 day to enter. Woo! Let's see all the last minute entries. Made myself a shock mount for my PreSonus. Ooh, nice. 196 scale of the Starship launch system. Stands 5 feet tall. I have printed, but just need to assemble the tower and the chopsticks and everything. So that is a Starship. I wish we had better photos, people. Better photos. If you spend all this time making this and I got a thumbnail, promote your stuff. I want to see it. Printed project, stealth press, Dremel add-on. So this makes your stealth press a drill press. Okay, the first person to make a little 3D printed XY table for it, and machine something with a little, 1/8 carbide end mill, like a little itty bitty Bridgeport, gets a cookie. I want little Bridgeport, little itty bitty Bridgeport. Printed thing, the astronaut by 3D Print Bunny. That is trippy. So this is a single print, by the way. This is a single print. It prints on its back, so he would be like facing upwards. And these are just bridges. These are just single strand bridges. This is like kind of what 3D Print Bunny is kind of known for. They do those kind of designs that use that. So really cool work. They were at Smurf this year too. Probably not the best, but the most fun project in LDO V2 with black and blue and some mods. So let's take a look here. So we have our printer with a bunch of the LEDs. Clean build, a little touchscreen. Good job. Toy maker models are great and fun to build. Another one of these. Doggo! Okay, this is a pair. I'm calling this a pair. I know it's one entry per person per category, but you have them paired up. So we're gonna call it a pair. So unfortunately, I think this beats this Godzilla. These ones I like a little bit more. And we got the doggo. Death Racer! 1066. See, it'd be funnier if it was 1069, because then it would be the funny number. Oh, this one got bumped up pretty good. Oh, it's got the Hammerhead mod, that's why. Yeah, this one got wrecked at Smurf. Printed project. Wait, did you already do a printed project? Who's Tech Cheaper? I saw that earlier. Oh, here, this one. Okay, so that's printed thing. Okay, there we go. Printed project. My first of many Christmas light project. Wanted something simple to start learning X-Light, so I designed a 3D printed the snowflake that uses 49 smart addressable LED pixels hooked up to a controller. So it's a snowflake. That's cool. Yeah, already, yeah. Printed project, a GP2040 base fight stick. Okay, so this is like a Tekken thing. Okay, everything printed except for the switches, electronics, fasteners. Fun fact: the MCU also hosts a web app that lets you customize the controller without a reflash. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, and you use that fancy that bed that leaves a finish on it. Yeah, you can see it. That bed that I don't know. I have a printer that has that bed on it now. I should probably actually try it, but I like my textured build plates more, so I haven't flipped it over yet. I bet 1066 is referring to the Battle of Hastings. Oh, was it? Did they do that because it's a British joke? PEO bed. Okay, I have a printer that has a PEO bed on it now. I'm testing, so I got textured PEI on one side and then PEO on the other side. And I've just been printing with the textured PEI because one, I didn't know the other side had PEO until like today, because I finally took the bed off to look at something. But is it really like, I don't know. I have no issues with textured PEI, so I've never tried anything else because I'm like, it works, it does everything I need it to do, and I already have it. Favorite printed project, not sure to count my favorite prize, walking my 10-year-old daughter through building her first printer, Pandora's box, in time for her to show it off at Earth. Aw, that's nice. Good job. Good job. Forgot to enter? Ah, you had a month! You had a month! And multiple reminders! Hastings, Battle of Hastings. Was that Norman? I can't remember. European history. Is that a date that's good for the British or bad for the British? I can't remember. It's the Battle of Hastings, the Norman conquest. I don't know how. I can't remember. This is a printed project. Last year I started printing and selling 3D printed lamps. I've been doing it a long time. My friend supporter maker match. So I had a lamp Kickstarter around for it. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Purple shade also glows in the dark. 1066 was Magna Carta. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. And then did a lot of bad things after. Those are cool. Oh, and it glows in the dark. That's nice. That's a cool little thing. Dragon tree lamp. Nice. There you go. Printed project. My hand at multi-material. So you built an ERCFA. Neon green and neon magenta ABS. Ooh. I have some UV reactive filament. The problem is I don't actually have a UV light. The only UV light I have is my resin curing stations. So I've never used UV reactive filament on anything because I don't have UV lights in anything. Printed thing. So it's a soldering iron organizer. Very nice. Got a little gasket in there. Keep the water out. Boat. 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 Printed project, rebuild my printer's extruder and took 12 revisions to get it where you like it. Okay. So we got a BMG. What year is it? People still use BMGs? So we got that. So this is an old machine. It's gotta be an old. I'm just looking at the spacing here for these X rods. It's gotta be an, what machine is this for? That's gotta be an old printer. If this is the tool head setup. This is like 2016 tool heading. This is like a tool head for a printer from 2016. You know, it's got a BL Touch. Well, actually, BL Touch is period accurate, but the Revo. Printed project, a Tarmo 4 RC Truggy. Okay, yeah. And a game organizer. Okay. So we got that. I think we already have one of these. And then an organizer. By the way, you don't have to link the photos. You could just copy and paste the photos into Discord. You don't have to link the photos. Because I try to avoid going off-site while I'm live as much as possible. Unless it's like, so if these are folders, I don't want to open them on stream. Just because I gotta be careful. Printed project, so this project actually began in 22. The story behind it for content, one of my more obnoxious design decisions. And the Prusa Mark III is the Y-axis belt tension. In order to access it, the printer has to be turned on its side and adjusted and screw under the bed. That's not horrible, but I understand the frustration. Back in 20, I made a remix of the bare tensioner that fit the stock Mark III at the time. Began a thread in Unknown, asking for questions about it. This launched our friendship, and we ended up working on this project for the off and on for the next 6 months. RU ended up printing the model, and we passed several iterations. Final version released in 2023, so we figured this would be a good time to get posted on there. Have of RU. I also think it's a cool idea that nephew is carrying on his life. I'm curious to know the model tensioner is still there. There you go. So this is for the Mark III. How's the Mark IV set up? I keep forgetting how the Mark IV is actually set up. Yeah, it doesn't have a tensioner in it either, but I don't know. Belts? I've always been set it and forget it for those belt tensioners, but... Hi, John! Is this pivot here? That's the only thing I'm a little worried about, is if it pivots, as you tension it, the belt alignment may shift. If this is a pivot point. That's the only thing, but I don't think it would be an actual issue. I don't think it would pivot enough or it'd be that big of an issue. That extruder was for a rebuild of a Robo R1, 7 years old. Yeah, that when I saw that tool head, I'm like, that is an old design. Like that's an old way of designing tool heads. Printed project, I designed this as we needed something to get into a water filter up off the ground so we could use it. Took inspiration from design from Roman Aqueduct. There you go. Does pivot, but very little. Okay. Printed project, I created this Dragon STL using Midjourney, prompted image, and then painted using QForged and the Polymaker. Dragon. Very nice. I do love QForges, how they give you like a depth effect. Like, you know, it's a flat object. Well, it's nearly flat. You see depth in a QForge image. Need an OG Cylon helmet for wall art. Files on Hex 3D. Larson scanner is running on the Arduino hidden inside. Please. Oh, you got a video. I gotta download the video. By the way, for Discord, it's got to be like MP4. Movies don't play in Discord. Yeah, there we go. Category. The thing is, in terms of like cosplay, there's already a pretty solid entry here. And then for a standalone electronics project, I think the Quibamp here takes the cake, or electronics, the Dart Blaster. That's the thing. As we get to the end, like honestly, if you want your best chance of winning for these contests, it's better to enter early. As we get further down the list and we have more and more finalists, I get more, like I just naturally get more critical of entries. So, such a cheesy TV series. The reboot wasn't too bad until they got really cuckoo for the ending. So what's this? Little weather station? Little weather station. And a prop phone. Oh, that's cool. And that's it. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that's it. So we got 1 hour to figure out a winner. Okay, perfect. Okay. Coin toss. Okay, heads, it's printed things. Tails, it's printed projects. Okay, I didn't flip it. I just loaded it up. Okay, so we're gonna flip again. Heads, printed things. Tails, printed projects. Tails. So we're doing printed projects first. So give me a second here just to get this all set up. So how this works is I got to figure out how many entries we have here. So we've got for printed, this is printed things. Where's printed projects? Printed projects. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got to get rid of 2 of these. I got to get rid of 2 of these. It's going to be hard. Goodbye, Subi. Yeah, goodbye, Subi. I just think other entries are a bit... I just really like that one, personally. Droid. Okay, so 1 second here, let me get these. And then how this is gonna work is you're gonna vote. We'll do 3 rounds of 4, and then we'll do the winner. And then how this works is for the ones that actually get passed on, because we can only do 4 at a time. The way YouTube works, I can only have draws of 4 at a time. I can't actually have you all vote on all 12 of them. So I got to pick 4, and we're just going to do this randomly. So I'll make these ones fight it out. This one. Second here. And we'll do this. This is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. Because at the end of the day, we are going to eventually get a winner. It's just for these like knockout ones. Okay. Desktop. Text. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start a QA, or not QA. Start a poll. Boom, boom. Round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, vote for your favorite. We'll give it about 2 minutes. So 1 is the Thursday printer. 2 is the floating stand thing. 3 is the Star Wars V2, and 4 is the booze tube. So pick your favorite of these 4. The winner will move on. Is this Polymaker? Yeah, this Polymaker is wood. It does have some mods. We do have, it is running Clipper, but for the most part, it's pretty much stock. Now for this one, for these next three, it'll be the top one moves on. And then when we do the final one, it'll be 3. Whatever one gets 50%. If nothing gets 50, we do a runoff. So I will give it one more minute here till it's 1:09. Although I think we're, yeah, I think we're pretty stable here. Give it 2 minutes. Give it 2 minutes. I see a little thing on it. It tells me when it's 2 minutes old of the post. Ooh, hey, I found my lights. There we go. Night mode. Nope. Are these batteries dead? These batteries are dead. Nope. That don't want to turn on. It might not be plugged in. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so it looks like number 1 is our winner. And poll. So yeah, so it looks like number 1 is the winner. So congratulations there. So that would be the Thursday printer. Okay, so let me get the next one set up here. And goodbye to you. File new. There we go. Okay. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. What is going on here? Oh, Microsoft updated Paint, and it's different now. Copy, paste. There we go. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start a poll. Round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Start poll. So again, you're voting on which one you would want to see move on to the final. Also, while you're voting, once you vote, take the chance, take a look in the check down video description. Don't forget to like the smash button. And then while you're down there, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or just checking out some of the links in the description. Their affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way supporting the channel, and allow us to do cool, fun things like this, because some of these prizes actually come out of my own pocket. So if you help support the channel, we can do more cool stuff. Because as it is right now, I'm losing money on this stream. How are these prints? I can't, this sucks. Or actually, no, I can use the other printer, or the other monitor. I want to see how my prints are doing. I think Big Papa Joey P is down right now, though. It is. How is that one doing? I think it's 107. I'm trying to remember IP addresses of printers that I have online. That's printing pretty good. Where's my camera? Where's my webcam? Ooh, there we go. That'll actually be done pretty quick. I'm printing a Bone Dragon 150 millimeters long, I think it is. So it's a 1.5 meter Flexi Dragon. I'm printing it on a redacted, and it's a 12-hour print. Actually, not even. $11 hours and 5 minutes for a 150 millimeter long, or 100, is it, I'm assuming that's 1.5 meters long Flexi Dragon. And that's printing on a redacted. So that'll be cool when it's done. Okay, so that's it for that one. Okay, end poll. So that's 2 minutes. So that's number 3, which is our Mecha Godzillas. Okay, sweet. So, goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. And goodbye to the Stealth Press, which was really cool. It just didn't survive. Now, file, new, don't save. The last one here. Yeah, the Milo parts take a while to print. The Milo parts do take a while to print. It's some of the parts, they recommend basically Voron settings, but with like 6 walls on a bunch of the parts instead of 4. And not all the parts need it, but I'm very lazy. So instead of having different slicer settings for different parts and having to, like, you know, put things on certain plates so that they match up, I'm just printing everything with the beefcake settings, and it's just going to take longer. So everything is going to be beefcake. Also, I need to, because YOLO, I'm going to be filling the frame with acrylic, or with resin with weight. Because why not? So I'm going to be doing that with the, with that one. Okay. So again, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start a poll. Round 3. Add option. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start a poll. Number 1 is the little cool Christmas ornament wreath. Number 2 is a little RC buggy. Number 3 is the retracting computer case that rises up from the box. That's probably going to end up winning. And number 4 is a squib amp. And number 3 has won. I'm just going to call it right now. We know number 3 is going to win. I'm just going to give it a second here just to ensure. Because only 40 of you have voted, and there's 340 of you here. Why you no vote? Why you no vote? Why you no vote? Vote! Do the thing! Contribute! Contribute! What the heck is this even for? That's a knife. Oh, is this a cutter? I think this is a little filament cutter. I don't even know. Yeah, we're ending there. Yeah, number 3. Okay. Yeah, so number 3 won. I could have told you that. So, 1 second here. My delete key fell off my keyboard. Okay. So let me get this final one set up here. Uh-oh. Did I? Oh, shoot. Did I accidentally delete it? Uh-oh. What were the 3 entries? I think I deleted it. Did I accidentally delete it? Shoot, I accidentally deleted it. Shoot. Oopsie doodles. 1 second here. 1 second here. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, there's... There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's this one. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so our finalists are, we have the computer case that rises up. We've got the Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla fight thing. And then we have the Thursday printer. So let me just get these organized here. There's your 3 finalists. Start a poll. Winner printed project 1. Computer case has risen. 2. Mecha G fight. And 3 is, there you go. Vote on your winner. So the winner again is going to get a spool of Polymaker filament of their choice, and then also either a hat or a t-shirt off the Only Benchy merch store. You get to pick either a hat or a t-shirt and which one. But for those that I'm just going to stop talking. I don't know what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, and like the smash button. If you're voting on this and you're not taking the time to like the smash button, are you really going to affect your odds of winning the spool of filament that the masses get to win? Because every stream we do give away a spool of filament from Polymaker, and if you don't like the smash button, I can't help you if you don't win. Simple as that. Does the self-press has a depth stop? No. You probably could easily make one, but it does not have one. The thing is, it depends a lot on what soldering iron you're using, what tip you're using. You want it to be able to go all the way down. What most people do is they just put like a little metal washer underneath so it touches metal. Ooh, this is going to be close. Wow, this is going to be close. I'm going to give it a solid 2 minutes, and then we're going to do a runoff, I think. We only got 102 votes. We got 340 people watching and only 107 votes. Vote! Vote! Do your thing. You can't complain if you don't vote. I don't even put my mic. There's my mic. Okay, what time is it? It's 1:21. I'm going to give it till 1:22. The moment it hits 1:22, I'm going to stop it. And if any of them are over 50%, we're ending it. And that one wins. If it's not 50% or higher, we're doing a runoff. See, you've got, not even half of you have voted. Vote! Contribute! Okay, 1:22. End poll. Computer case, 50% of the votes. Congratulations to Scorag. You have won with your 3D printed computer case project. Congratulations. A winner is you. Let me pull it up here. Scorag. Don't save. Okay. Pull up Discord here. Let me find it. There we go. Apply. Winner printed project category. Okay. So congratulations to Scorig. Everyone, golf claps in chat for Scorig. Okay. So now we got printed things. And this one, I'm gonna just grab them as I see them. Oop. Okay, that'll do. Desktop. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Start a poll. Round 1. Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start a poll. There we go. Is that white printer on the floor a Micron? What printer on the floor? That one? That's a Micron, and it's not on the floor. Also, it's not together because I stole the Revo out of it. But yes, that's a Micron. I don't really use it because it's only 120 millimeters cubed. And if I'm not using my V0s, I'm not using my Micron. If that was a 160 Micron, it would probably have a lot more life out of it. But that was built with the DFH kit, and it was a nice build. Nothing against the printer, it's just not in my use case right now. So we'll give it about 2 minutes, and then we'll move on. Suspect the garage is cold. No, the garage is actually really nice right now. It's been above freezing the past couple days. So all the snow has melted. It has been blindingly foggy out for like 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, it's been like Silent Hill outside because it's so foggy out because it's above freezing and everything is soaked because all the snow is melted. And the garage is sitting at like a 15 to 20 degrees Celsius if I have the heater running or not. So the garage is actually really nice right now. The reason we're down here is because the setup, like the OBS scenes that I have for these giveaways are set up on this computer. So that's why we're down here. The last time we actually streamed, I can tell you, because I keep a list of all the giveaways. I have a folder here. The last time we streamed in this room was the 27th of October, which I think was the Halloween giveaway or the Halloween contest stream. So yeah, do I have a dehumidifier in the garage? No, the garage right now sits at around 30% humidity. Okay, so it looks like number 1 moves on. So that would be the coin sorting vault. So goodbye, tower, drums, and snowman. So tower's gone. Drums are gone and snowman is gone. Okay. Delete that. And now we have those two. Kerbals and that one. Round 2. And also, I think I'm coming down with something. I've got like, you know how like you're all good and then you sneeze once and then your nose starts running? I think I have that. Timing. Okay, again, you're voting on which one you want to see move on to the finals. While I blow my nose off screen. There we go. The Rona. I don't think I have the Koof. I got it coming back from Smurf, so I already picked it up. I had it like a couple weeks ago. I had it in early December because I picked it up from Smurf, or at least the flight home from Smurf. I got it. So, come on. Trying to get a blade out of here so I can replace the blade in my jerry rig everything knife, but it's not coming. Come on. They're like all stuck together. Yeah, whatever. Come on. Don't slice. Oh, because they're all oily. There we go. There we go. Good old jerry rig everything knife. Okay, who won this one? End poll. Number 2. Oh, the Spaceman won. Nice. Spaceman won. So Spaceman won. Move you over. Goodbye Kerbal and goodbye that one. Okay. Oop. I forgot to check. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bird or Catwoman? Which one's going bye-bye? Which one do you want to get rid of? Number 1 one? No, number 2 one. Which was the Spaceman. Number 2 one. You want to get rid of the Catwoman? Yeah, we'll get rid of the yeah. Goodbye, Catwoman. Okay, so 1 second here. Let me get this set up. Actually. Let's do this. That works. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start a poll. Round 3. 2, 3, 4. Which one do you want to move on to the final? Forgot to count. Anytime you throw out a blade, tape it up. You don't want to cut yourself. Nothing would be more annoying than bringing out the garbage and slicing yourself on it. I have done that so many times with like broken dishes or glass or whatever over the years. Super annoying. What are you for? Oh, you're Creality. Sonic Pad. Oh, I keep forgetting. I keep finding random PCPs from the Sonic Pad that we broke. Friends don't let friends buy Sonic Pads. I'm sorry. I'm really hoping the K1 is better. K1C. Print a blade brink. Well, I would just throw them in a jar or something. People like your bird. Mark, it came out very clean. It's a tricky print and it came out real clean. And like sometimes simple is simple wins sometimes. Sometimes you just want simple. Did I get my package? I did. And it's currently doing its thing in the garage. Did I watch MBR? No. actually know if I'm sub to him on my main account. It does seem like a very cheap hot end. Because I know, who was it? Chep, I think, had issues with his too. That's why you're in the basement. No, the thing I have that the redacted in the garage is off camera. Also, we're out here because the scenes that I use for this contest are on this computer. I don't have the same scene set up, so. Okay, let's do this. So who's gonna win? It is the wheel. All hail the wheel. Okay. So now we're gonna vote on the winner. Okay, 1 second here. Ooh. Okay. 1 second. Easy peasy. Start a poll. Winner printed thing. 1 is the bank vault. 2 is make it spin. I'll see if anyone gets that reference for make it spin. 3 is wheelie. Start a poll. The Wheel of Time. Nope, it's not a Wheel of Time. It is an off joke from. It is a joke from like one episode of a show that ran for like 10 seasons. The make it spin thing. I'm wondering if anyone knows that reference. Just kind of what number 2 kind of looks like. But we are going to leave this one up for a couple minutes, unless it's a blowout. Ricky B's got it. Stargate. Make it spin. Make it spin? Well, it's a circle. It's a wheel. It's supposed to spin. Make it spin. Oh, okay. It's from, what, episode 200, I think? By the way, this Corsair K95, Corsair, your keys fall off way too easily. Like, the amount of times, like, keys pop off this keyboard, I don't know what's up with Corsair, the K95, but I have keys pop off this keyboard all the freaking time, and I don't know why. No other keyboard I have does that. Super annoying. Also, now I gotta remember to put this back in the garage. Yep, SG-1 200, the puppet segment. Yep, episode 200 of Stargate. One of the best tongue-in-cheek, self-referential episodes of a TV show ever. How close is this? Yeah. Poor micro in the corner. I know. I stole the Revo out of it. That's why it's looking a little droopy, because I stole the Revo out of it. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. I'll give it one more minute, but I think we've sorted it out. Which one's the winner? You have all the Stargate episodes on DVD. I remember, oh geez, when was this? It was the summer after I finished high school, but before I started college, I think. I watched all the episodes of Stargate SG-1 because it had just like ended. I binge watched every episode of Stargate SG-1 in like 2 weeks. All I did, at the time I was at home. I just finished high school. I lived at home and I worked part-time at a grocery store. So every day I would wake up and just watch Stargate all day until I went to bed. That's all I did for like 2 weeks. I just binge watched the entire series in one go. I just downloaded them all and just binged them all. Okay, so it looks like Bank Vault has won, which was the very first like entry in this. Let me find it here. Yeah, literally Thunder Keys, very first entry. Congrats, winner of printed thing category. Very first entry won. And then the other category, it was one of the last entries won. So there you go. If you want to win, enter very first or very last. So those are the two winners. So how this will work is we're going to do the draw for the filament at 1:45. So at 1:45, we're going to do the draw for the filament for the audience. Okay. So you've got until 1:45 p.m. EST. So you've got 6 minutes to enter to win some filament from Polymaker. Everyone in chat, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Also, while you're down there, make sure you like the smash button. And then we're going to do the draw at 1:45. And for the other winners, for the two people that won the actual contest, you will get a DM from me after the stream ends. I'm going to need some shipping information. This is the only time I ask people for their shipping information, is because I physically have to send you the prize for the merch, because that's out of my actual own pocket. It's not a sponsored part. So I'm actually paying for that. So if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, or the things I do, which allows us to do these cool giveaways and other fun things, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, gifting memberships to others, or just if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. Cheers. So yeah. Can I put a clock in OBS? I could. I would have to, yeah. Oop. There you go. Yeah, don't go that way. I want this element. That element. There we go. Want to sell the Micron? I don't like selling printers I've built because I don't want to be responsible for anything that may happen. Like, I trust the printers I build all the time. It's just, if I were to give you a printer that I built and if something happened to it, I would feel bad. For one, I took your money. And two, like, if something bad happened, I would feel really responsible. So I have no problem giving away commercial machines and whatnot, but any printer that I've actually built, I'm just hesitant to give it away. Thomas gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it, Thomas. Thank you. Hey, your stream is delayed 45 seconds. It shouldn't be. It should only be like a 5 to 6 second delay. It should be sub 10 seconds for the delay. 3D printer giveaway, winner pays shipping. We're gonna do some giveaways later this year. I've got a room full of printers. I've got this thing. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. You guys know me, right? You know me. You know what I do with printers. You know what I use them for. You know what printers I like. Get you out of here. Oh, this is PLA. I'm like, oh sweet, I have one more spool of red, but no, it's PLA. Let's be honest, folks. Do you really see me using this a lot? Like, it's rattling. I've got stuff in it. What's even in this? Yeah. What's rattling? Oh, it's a bench. But yeah, the KLP one, like, God. They sent me an email. They actually sent me an email after the stream where we had all the issues with this. Let me pull off this sticker because it's a lie. Behold the sticker of lies. They're like, oh, you can do all this to fix it. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to. So you have see, I like the KPS series, but the KLP series, oh my God, this thing had so many random, like the panels don't even line up. I've got panel gaps here. Like the panels don't even line up. The frame's not even square. The belts are all crooked. The belts were loose from the factory. Yeah. That machine's gonna be given away to somebody. That probably Murph. But yeah. What else do I got? I've got a whole bunch of stuff down here I gotta go through. What are you? Oh, you're the motherboard box for the other one. Yeah, I gotta go through all this. Hey, Benchy. Cool. Make that Murph, not Rocky Mountain. Oh, I'm not bringing printers to Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain, I gotta fly to Rocky Mountain, so I'm not bringing anything to Rocky Mountain. And then Murph, that's even if I go to Murph, because January is crazy for events this year, or June, because there's, yeah, look at this panel, either the panel's crooked or the frame's crooked, because there's a panel gap here, but there's not here, and it's the same on the other side. Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest is April. I'm going to that. But June, there's Rapid, which is the 26th, I believe. There's Murph, which I think is the weekend before that. And then there's Open Sauce, which is like the 15th and 16th weekend. So there's like 3 events in like 2 weeks in June. And I can only go to like 1, maybe 2. And I know which ones I'd rather go to. So, if they're doing another Smurf, I don't have that answer. I know they want to, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if they're for sure yet. But let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. So if you didn't enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, you had plenty of time. So let's pull up the wheel of names. Wheel of names. Oh, I think because we're down here, we get the old one too. No. Great spreadsheet. There we go. There we go. Okay. Copy. Okay. Give me a number between 1 and 3. I don't feel like counting high today. Three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, we'll find out in a second. Again, the winner will get an email from me after the stream ends, although it will take a little bit longer than normal because I got to get the info for the other 2 winners before I could send the email out for the filament. Joe Doherty. Joe Doe. Congratulations, Joe Doe. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. Oh, Control F. There we go. No, I just want to copy that. Close that. Control F, Control V. There we go. There's Joe. Okay. So congratulations. You will get an email from me hopefully later tonight with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So congratulations, Joe. Everyone golf claps in chat. Okay. So I think we're going to call it there. I got to go pick up the little guy from school and I am absolutely starving. So I'm going to go get some food. So yeah, so hope you enjoy the stream. Again, we probably won't do one of these next month, but we do these monthly or these month-long community challenges every now and then. So make sure if you're not on the Discord, join the Discord, link in the video description. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss out. And ring the bell. You know, I don't know if that does anything anymore. Just ring the bell. Do the thing. So we are going to call it there. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we give away to the winners this stream and every stream. Link for them and more in the video description. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. So we're going to call it there. I'm going to go get some food. Just a heads up, tomorrow there will be the members stream. I know we said we're going to do it on Thursday, but I forgot I had a dentist appointment yesterday. So the members live stream will be tomorrow at noon Eastern time zone. Okay. So whatever time it is right now where you're at, 2 hours earlier, but tomorrow. Okay. So noon tomorrow will be the members only live stream. And then also there will not be an evening stream. So the normal Saturday night evening stream, I'm going to be at a hockey game with the family. So yeah, no stream tomorrow night. I may do one Sunday, but I don't know yet. Probably not, but there's a chance. So just if you're on the Discord, you'll get notified if I do a stream. Otherwise, we'll be back in action on Tuesday with Tallboy modding, because we got to get that one up online so I can take other printers offline so I can get them fixed. So yeah, we're going to call it there. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Enjoy your weekend. Shout out to everyone who entered for the challenge. Even if you didn't win, you won in our hearts. But we're going to call it there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go make some food. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, go watch it. Just go watch yesterday's video after the stream ends. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.